All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. As I was getting ready to record today's pod, it's been quite a whirlwind of a day, a lot of preparation happening behind the scenes, a lot of moving pieces now starting to connect and come together. And as I was literally just making space, allowing for all of this to happen, I looked at the clock and I realized that I've kind of gone a little beyond the time that I now prefer to, to wrap up the live and then go to bed. And so I said, okay, let me just stop. Let me finish recording the live, and then of course go to bed and start the new day with that zip and ready to get going on all the micro pieces that are coming together for our retreat, the iHypnosis Life Transformations Retreat. So I said, let me just focus on what's been happening so far and the day that was today. So today I really want to talk about one thing, which is, especially as healers and coaches in this work that we do, a lot of times we forget why we're doing it. A lot of times we get lost in the nitty-gritty, the details, or the lack of what we really want. But if you really pause and think about it, everything that we're doing right now is in preparation for meeting that future self of ours. The more successful, the more connected, the more aligned version of us. And so as I thought about it, and that's why I took a moment at the start of this pod, and I said, okay, let me just reflect on, what are three emotions that come to mind when I think about this work that we do as healers and coaches, because all of this is getting us ready to meet that future version of us. The first one, of course, is what I want to talk about is joy. So in the work that we're doing, our intention, of course, is to be able to connect not only to other people, but also to connect with ourselves. And the emotion, the primary emotion, is joy. For me, that's something that I always make it a point to keep remembering, to remind myself, why is it that I'm doing this work? What is my purpose? What is my intention? And as long as that joy meter is going up, then I know I'm in the right place. Whether it is doing a podcast, whether it's being a guest on someone's podcast, doing the sessions that we do every day, teaching, coaching, consulting, whatever it is, whatever work that I'm doing, whatever projects that I'm taking on, there's always this connection to joy, because that future version of me is living in that world of joy, and a lot of that is because of the work that's happening now. The second thing, of course, is it's not just joy but excitement. And so something I've been now experimenting with a lot lately is typically when we think about excitement, we think of extreme emotions and feeling that real high intensity, almost like a dopamine hit, that rush. But something I have now come to understand is that there's a more deeper, in fact there is a deeper version of that excitement, which when your base has been created really strong, when your foundation is able to absorb that excitement, then it creates a different kind of a ripple. And it's an excitement that you're able to share with other people without getting or feeling like your circuits are being fried. So I know for a fact that now more than ever before, the focus is on experiencing that excitement, but doing it in a way where I'm able to not only absorb it but also use it on an ongoing basis and also be able to share that with other people. And lastly, of course, I'm talking about the third emotion or the third expression is gratitude. So for the longest time, I've really struggled to understand, to really figure out, okay, how do I really express gratitude? But of late, that's something that's starting to become more real. It's starting to become more I'm able to tap into it a lot more effortlessly. And so for me, I'll definitely say this as a healer and a coach, my intention is to, you know, remember that there is this future version of me that already has the things that I want more of now. And so from time to time, from day to day, the the reminder is that am I connecting to joy, am I connecting to that excitement, and of course am I really tapping into that emotion, that feeling of gratitude. As always, these pods are not just made for me, they're made in service of you, so that especially as a healer and a coach, maybe you're on that early stage of the journey, maybe just the last 1 to 3 years that you've been doing this. Maybe pre-COVID you never thought you would end up doing it, but here you are now on this journey of becoming a coach. And so my intention is to remind you that you're not alone on this journey. And of course, if there's any way in which I can help you, please do reach out and let me know. And of course, having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless, and of course, I will see you in the next one. Take care.